An important part in a startup's journey is managing their annual budget. Once you form a board of directors, the board is going to approve an annual operating plan on how you are going to grow the business. Building a budget is not just a set of financial numbers, it's the strategic direction that you want to take the business towards on an annual basis. The budget plan that you build should be achievable versus aspirational. There may be scenarios after raising a round where the numbers that you project in your annual operating plan or budget are not the same as you forecasted when you were pitching to investors, raising money. If that is the case, you want to speak to the investors and explain to them the reason for the differences. The reasons could be it took you longer to build out your team, or the market conditions changed. And now instead of focusing on a rapid growth plan, you want to give yourselves sufficient time, and so you are going to slow down on the investments that you need to make to buy more time. Whatever the case might be, you want to explain to your investors if there is any variance so that everyone is aligned. The budget should be built based on the runway assumptions that you have with how much cash you have in your business. For example, if you're spending $100,000 a month, your annual burn is $1.2 million. You want to make sure that you have sufficient cash to operate the business at that burn. These runway assumptions are predominantly driven by the expenses that you can control. Oftentimes, you have expectations around bringing more revenue to the business. When you do the runway assumptions, you want to make sure that you are focusing on things that you can control, which are almost always on the expense side, because you don't know when your customers will buy your product or when you will generate new revenue. Any incremental revenue that you generate is only going to help you extend your runway further. The budget should be predictable. It is much better to achieve 80 to 100% of the budget or even exceed the budget based on reasonable assumptions versus having really aggressive assumptions and hitting 50% of the plan. This becomes really important as you go out to the market to raise additional capital, because your future investors are going to ask for your performance against budget in the historical sense. And if you consistently show that you are missing plan, that doesn't inspire confidence to the investors that you have a good handle on your business. Depending upon your business model, generally speaking, you should have really strong visibility into the first quarter of your annual operating plan. If you are not hitting your projections for Q1, something is really wrong with your process of budgeting. A well-crafted financial plan and an annual budget is not just about numbers, it's your growth strategy to help you get to sustainability.